Welcome to the Dougie Wuggie Story Hour. Today's coming to you today from Glorietta. I always say Glorietta Elementary School in Orinda, California. Let's give it up for the Glorietta Gophers. All right. Okay. Today is a story about love. Have you ever had a crush on somebody?
Yeah!
Okay, well, some of you have and some of you haven't. But you know what? A crush is when you really like somebody. And anyway, when I was in first grade, there was this new girl who came to my school. She came over the winter break. She had just moved from one city in Ohio called Columbus to another city in Ohio where I lived called Shaker Heights, which is next to Cleveland. And the first day after Christmas break, the teacher says, "Boys and girls, we have a new student in our class. And her name is Ellen." And everybody welcomed her. We're like, "Hi, Ellen." And she's like, "Hi." And the teacher put her at my table. Do you guys sit at table groups? Yeah. And she sat at my table group. And I thought she was really, really pretty. And I got a crush on her. And I was shy around her. And every day at school, I was like, "Oh, there she is. Oh, I like her so much." I had a big crush on her. One day, she actually talked to me. And you know what? She said the magic words, "Please pass the pencil jar." I'm like, she talked to me. She wants the pencil jar. And I like, okay. And if for some reason she wasn't in school that day, I was like, "Oh, I'm sad. She's not here. How can I live without my lovely, lovely Ellen?" My heart is breaking. And then I couldn't tell if she liked me or not. I don't think she really cared about me one way or another. But then one day, something very amazing happened. My mom said, "You know that new girl in your class?" I said, "You mean Ellen?" She said, "Yeah, Ellen." I said, "What about her?" "She's coming over on Saturday." I'm like, "What? What? She's coming to our house? Why?" And my mom said, "Well, I met her mom at the school, and they live close by, and I thought it would be nice to invite them over. So the whole family's coming over for lunch on Saturday." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, my lovely Ellen is coming to my house. I can't believe it. It's a dream come true." And so I woke up on Saturday morning and I took a bath and I washed my hair and I started putting on different clothes. And I said, "Oh, let me try on this shirt. Oh, no, that makes me look too skinny. I want to look strong like Superman. But now that shirt makes me look too skinny. I want to look tough and cool and strong when my girlfriend comes over." And then I decided, I know, I'll get some fake muscles. How do I get fake muscles? I know. I'll roll up some underpants. So I go to my drawer, and I get some underpants, and I put a rubber band around them, and I make these two little underpants muscles, and I stick them in my shoulders. So my shoulders are I look like a football player with this. And my little brother's like, "Hey, Doug, why are you sticking underpants in your shirt?" And I'm saying, "Just you watch. You'll see why." He said, "Is it because of your girlfriend's coming over?" I'm like, "No, that's not why." But then the underpants muscles started falling. They wouldn't stay in place. I said, "Okay, that's not going to work. Let me try some socks." So I roll up some socks. I tried that, but they kept rolling down my back. And then I said, I know. I'll get some toilet paper. So I go to the bathroom. I get a bunch of toilet paper. And I make some toilet paper balls. I put tape around them. I stick them in my shoulders. And I stick them in my arms. So I had these big muscles that was really just made out of toilet paper. And my brother's like, Doug, you are acting really weird. And I said, watch and learn, buddy. This is how the big boys do it. And then I'm looking out the window, and I see Ellen and her mom and her dad and her sister coming down the street. I said, here they come, here they come. And I go to the front door, and the doorbell rings. And I open the door, and I'm like, trying to act all cool. I'm like, hey, Ellen, how you doing? Trying to act all cool. I'm like, oh, baba, looba, baba, bamboo. Oh, hi, Ellen, how you doing? She's like, hi, Doug. And she said, you have a nice house. I said, I'll show you around. I'll give you a tour. She said, okay. So I show her the house. And then I said, let me show you the backyard. I got a cool backyard. And I took her back there. And there was like a sandbox. And we had a slide. And we had a little play structure. And if you have like a little play structure in your backyard or a sandbox or anyway, we had a nice little backyard, and it was all fenced in, and it was cool. We spent a lot of time back there. And then she goes, have you been working out? I said, yeah, why? Because you've got big muscles. I said, yeah, I've been working out. I got big muscles. And I show her my toilet paper muscles. And she's like, but I just have one question. I'm like, what? How come there's toilet paper sticking out of your shirt? And I'm like, oh, gosh, because the toilet paper was starting to come unraveled. And she starts unraveling the toilet paper like, la, 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 la. And my muscle just shrinks like, whoop. And then she said, hey, one of your muscles is falling down your back. And I have this big lump in the back of the middle of my back. And she takes it out. She goes, that's your muscle? Toilet paper? And I'm like, oh, gosh. I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh, my gosh, what was I thinking? And you know what she said? What? She said, oh, you were just joking, right? I said, yeah, I was just joking. And you know what she said? What? She said, I like funny guys. I'm like, ooh, she likes funny guys. Okay, I can work with that. And after that, I tried to be funny around here all the time. Maybe that's when I started being Mr. Dougie Wuggie funny guy. Like I am now, right? Always goofy and wait, and that is the true story. Now, do you think she ever had a crush on me? No, I don't think so. You know what I decided? No, I didn't marry her. We just became friends after that. I said, yeah, I'm too young to have a crush. And then I moved away. A few years later, I moved to a new city, and I never saw her again. I don't know what happened to that girl. But, yeah, I hope she's having a good life. And if you ever hear this on my podcast, Ellen, hi. It was nice sharing a table with you. This is Dougie Wuggie. Over and out. Can I get a little cheer from you guys? Oh, how about a big cheer? Over and out.